Welcome to another lecture on the English textbook. Today's lecture is on Unit 14, A Long Walk Home by Jason Bocarro. First, we will look at the unit summary, and next we will do all the exercises step by step, trying to develop your concepts. If you have any questions, write them in the comment section. So let's get started. Summary of the unit: A Long Walk Home. The story A Long Walk Home by Jason Bocarro highlights the importance of honesty, trust, and the bond between a father and son. Jason, a 16-year-old boy, drives his father to a village and promises to pick him up later. Instead of being responsible, Jason watches movies and arrives 2 hours late. To cover his mistake, he lies to his father, saying the car needed repairs. However, his father already knows the truth because he had called the garage. Instead of scolding his son, Jason's father expresses deep disappointment, not in Jason, but in himself, for raising a son who felt the need to lie. To teach Jason a life-changing lesson, he refuses to sit in the car and walks the 18 miles home. Jason follows behind in the car, filled with regret and sadness, realizing the pain he caused his father. This painful yet powerful experience teaches Jason never to lie to his father again. The story effectively shows how true lessons of life often come through personal experiences and how honesty is the foundation of trust in relationships. खुलासा: A Long Walk Home कहानी A Long Walk Home जैसन बोकारो के लिखी हुई है, जब ईमानदारी, एतमाद और बाप बेटे के रिश्ते क्या हमीद को उजागर करती है। जेसन, जो 16 साल का लड़का था, अपने वालिद को एक गांव छोड़ने गया और वादा किया कि शामिकवान हैं, वापस ले आएगा। लेकिन जिम्मेदारी पूरी करने के बजाय वह फिल्में देखने चला गया और 2 घंटे लेट पहुंचा। अपनी गलती छुपाने के लिए उसने झूठ बुला के गाड़ी की मरम्मत में वक्त लग, मगर उसके वालिद पहले ही गैराज फोन करके हकीकत जांच के थे। बाप ने डांटने के बजाय गहरा दिखावर मायूसी जाहिर की। वह जिस्म पर नहीं बल्कि खुद पर नाराज थे कि उन्होंने ऐसे बेटे की तरबियत की जो अपने वालिद से भैसचन हबुलस का। बेटे को सबक देने के लिए इन्होंने गाड़ी में बैठने से इनकार किया और 18 मील पैदल घर जाने का फैसला किया। जिसन गाड़ी में पीछे पीछे चलता रहा और शर्मिंदगी के साथ अपने ये पर पशीमान होता रहा। यह तिलखमगर ताकतवर तजुर्बा है जिसने के लिए ज़िंदगी का सबसे बड़ा सबक बन गया। इसने अहद किया कि बकबक अपने दिल से झूठ नहीं बोलेगा। कहानी वाज़ह करती है कि ज़िंदगी के असल सबका खसर ज़ाती तजुर्बात से मिलते हैं और ईमानदारी या एतमाद और रिश्तों की बुनियाद है। Exercise: Reading Comprehension. Answer the following questions. 1. Write the central idea of A Long Walk Home. A Long Walk Home ka markazi khayal likhein. The central idea of the story is about honesty, trust, and the strong bond between a father and son. Jason learns a lifelong lesson that lying breaks trust and honesty strengthens relationships. 2. Analyze the pattern of organizing paragraphs in the text and tell what pattern has been used. सबक में पैराग्राफ को मुनज़्ज़म करने का तरीका बयान करें और बताएं कि कौन सा तरीका इस्तेमाल हुआ है. The story is written in chronological order. Events are narrated step by step as they happened, from driving to Mijas, going to the cinema, being late, lying to his father, and finally his father's long walk home. 3. What was the most distressing and painful experience for Jason? Jason के लिए सबसे तकलीफदा और दर्दनाक तजुर्बा क्या था? The most painful experience for Jason was watching his father walk 18 miles in silence, full of sadness and disappointment. 4. What point of view has been chosen by the writer? Does it suit the writer's purpose? Demonstrate it with reference to the text of the lesson. मुसन्नफ़ ने कौन सा नक़्त नज़र इख्तियार किया है? क्या ये मुसन्नफ़ के मकसद के मुताबिक है? सबक के मतन की रोशनी में वज़ाहत करें. The writer has chosen the first-person point of view. Yes, it suits the purpose because it makes the story more personal and emotional. For example, Jason narrates, "Seeing my father in so much physical and emotional pain was the most distressing and painful experience that I have ever faced." 5. Why did Jason's father refuse to sit in car and decide to walk the 18 kilometers? Was his decision justified? Jason के वालिद ने गाड़ी में बैठने से इनकार क्यों किया और 18 किलोमीटर पैदल चलने का फैसला क्यों किया? क्या इनका फैसला दुरुस्त था? Jason's father refused to sit in the car because he wanted to reflect on his son's lie and his own failure as a father. His decision was justified as it became a powerful lesson for Jason that honesty is more important than comfort. 6. Why was Jason's father so angry with himself rather than his son? Jason के वालिद अपने बेटे पर नहीं बल्कि खुद पर इतने गुस्से में क्यों थे? He was angry with himself because he felt that as a father he had failed to raise a son who could speak the truth openly to him. 7. How do you feel about this personal narrative? आप इस ज़ाती वाक़े के बारे में क्या महसूस करते हैं? This personal narrative feels emotional and inspiring. It shows how one powerful experience can change a person's life forever. Analyze Jason's relationship with his father. Was Jason a good son? Jason का अपने वालिद के साथ ताल्लुक बयान करें. क्या Jason एक अच्छा बेटा था? Jason had respect and love for his father, but his mistake and lie showed weakness in their relationship. However, after learning this lesson, he became a better son and never lied again, proving that he was willing to change. 9. Evaluate the character and personality of Jason's father. Compare and contrast it with your dad's personality. Jason के वालिद के किरदार और शख्सियत का तज्जिया करें. इनका मवाजना अपने वालिद की शख्सियत से करें. Jason's father was a man of integrity, discipline, and high moral values. He believed in teaching lessons through actions, not just words. Compared to my dad, he was stricter, while my father may be more forgiving. However, both value honesty and want the best for their children. Vocabulary and grammar. Vocabulary. A. Fill in the blanks with either up or down to complete these sentences. 2. I didn't hear what you said. Speak up a little. 3. I don't trust him at all. Make sure everything is put down in writing before signing. 4. When you go to London for the meeting, please remember to bring up the whole issue of pay cuts. 5. The speed limit is only 50 miles per hour along this road. Slow down a bit. 6. Don't get so excited or you won't perform at your best. Calm down. 7. I can't believe you didn't back me up in my argument with Mr. Dodd. I thought you were on my side. 8. The bridge wasn't destroyed in the storm. The army blew it up before leaving the city. 9. Go up to that policeman and ask him where we can find the museum. 10. If we don't get this contract, we may have to sell up and move to another town. 11. If we break down these figures into gender, you can see how women have been affected more by this policy. 12. They are knocking the old hospital down because they say it's in a dangerous condition. 13. 3 of the oldest trees were blown down in the heavy winds last night. 14. There is a lot of government help these days for anyone who wants to set up their own business. Hash vocabulary and grammar. B. Consult some authentic sources to find the meaning of the idiom related to weather and then fill in the blanks with correct idiom. 1. I only touched his new car and he went crazy. He is overprotective of it and made a real storm in a teacup. 2. He has been under a cloud ever since he was caught cheating in the exam. Everyone looks at him strangely and it will take him a long time before he is trusted again. 3. If you are feeling a bit hot under the collar, go and have a walk around the block, get some fresh air, and try and calm down a bit. 4. Are you feeling a bit under the weather? You have been looking a bit tired and ill since you arrived in the office this morning. 5. First, the bank sent us that rude letter about our loan. Then the house got broken into 2. Then this morning, Ali lost his job. It never rains, but it pours. 6. I can never tell what mood she is going to be in. She always blow hot and cold, and you have to be really careful around her. 7. When I lost my job 3 years ago, I felt so depressed, but it is true that every cloud has a silver lining. I started my own business and have been happier ever since. 8. We have hardly any money. You will have to accept any job they offer you because we need money desperately. We have to accept any port in a storm. 9. Your uncle was so happy about his new model car that he had finished, but his wife turned around and really rained on his parade, saying it was just a toy for kids. 10. It was only 5 miles to the next hostel, but we made heavy weather of it due to the weight of the packs and took nearly 3 hours to get there. 11. I never knew about the chance of a new job at all. I only got wind of something from Sonia, who had overheard the managers talking at lunch in the staff canteen. 12. Samia always has her head in the clouds, a real dreamer who finds it difficult to accept the mundane in life. She's a typical teenager. Grammar, adjectives, and adjective phrases and clauses instruction. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns. They are of different kinds. Adjective of quality tells the nature, quality of a noun, e.g. big, foolish, honest. Adjective of quantity tells how much of something, e.g. little, some, sufficient. Adjective of number tells how many, e.g. 5, first, several. A. Identify the adjectives in the following sentences and state their kind. 1. Karachi is a big city. Here big is an adjective of quality. 2. She ate some rice. Here some is an adjective of quantity. 3. The foolish crow opened his mouth to sing. Here foolish is an adjective of quality. 4. He has little patience. Here little is an adjective of quantity. 5. He has lost all of his wealth. Here all is an adjective of quantity. 6. We did not receive sufficient rain this year. Here sufficient is an adjective of quantity. 7. Each hand has 5 fingers. Here 5 is an adjective of number. 8. There are several mistakes in your composition. Here several is an adjective of number. 9. January is the first month of the year. Here first is an adjective of number. 10. Our country expects every citizen to do their duty. Here every is a numeral adjective. B. Determine which form of the adjective best completes each of the following sentences. 1. Her highest score at bowling was 200. 2. It goes without saying that Nasir's hand was larger than mine. 3. Maheen was better than Abrar at solving riddles. 4. This test tube of water is definitely clearer than the other. 5. Tomorrow's weather should be cooler than today's. 6. Compared to Nadia's cats, mine is hardly the slimmest.